we already touched on Will Smith, but let's just sort of put a bow on that. As you heard, he did resign from the Academy on Friday before a decision on his punishment could be made for his little Oscar slap. In a letter to the Academy, he said that he will fully accept any and all consequences for his conduct and that his actions were shocking, painful, inexcusable, and he is heartbroken. The actor made the move shortly after he learned he's going to face disciplinary action anyway. And the Academy president, different David Rubin, said they'll continue to move forward with their proceedings, and the board will meet on the 18th. Meanwhile, studios are distancing themselves from him right now. Netflix has reportedly paused development on Will's upcoming action thriller, Fast and Loose, and Sony is reportedly halting production on Bad Boys 4.
What's Bad Boys 4 about? All you do is chase people and shoot at them. I do love the fact that he slaps a guy with an open hand and you can't do Bad Boys 4.
Can't do an action movie?
Yeah.
If anything, it was promotional.
I was going to say.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Do we have to distance ourselves from everyone all the time? I don't appreciate what he did. He seems like he needs some counseling, but I had no reason to shut down production.
I should have done some research on this beforehand, but he is scheduled to be in a movie released this year, directed by Anton Fuqua, about a runaway slave. I think it's called Emancipated or Emancipation or something. And the buzz was he's spectacular. He was getting an Oscar nomination. That was the movie he was supposed to win for. You know what I mean? That was the buzz. And now that he's won the Oscar, now that he's out of the Academy, and now this happened, who knows what's going on?
Now he's resigning. That's what's happening right now. Getting hit in the head.
Well, also, in the Black Don't Crack department, those guys have been around. Chris Rock, Will Smith, they've been on the scene for 30 years now. They look pretty damn spry.
Oh, my God, yes.
They look brand new.
Absolutely. You know who doesn't look super spry? And I'm sorry, I think I forgot to send this to you, Chris. I'm going to send it over right now. Apparently, that I saw that I couldn't sleep in the middle of the night, and I saw this, and I sent it to myself, and I forgot to put it in the news. Did you see what happened to Andy Dick last night?
No.
Oh my God.
Though.
Okay.
I feel like that could be a podcast title.
Yeah.
Did you see what happened to Andy Dick last night?
I'm just going to pull this off Radar right now, and they can show the video. It's from he was on the show called Kermit and Friends. It's a woman who used to do, I think she was a writer and maybe did voices for the Stern Show, and she has people on. And I saw this in the middle of the night, and I totally forgot about it until just now. But this is from Radar. I'm going to read right from there. Andy Dick bled from his mouth while showcasing his gruesome injuries after claiming he was mugged by a stranger in Vegas. The troubled 56-year-old actor wept as he revealed his swollen and bloody face while explaining what went down over the weekend. He was talking to, speaking to his rumored fiance, did not know that, Elisa Jordana, on her show Kermit and Friends. Andy claimed a stranger beat him up on Saturday night and stole his stuff. He repeatedly screamed out in pain, pushed through to tell the story. And the clip I saw, he looks so fucked up. Look, we're looking. It looks like special effects. Good Lord. And I didn't even know they had a relationship. And so at one point, I don't know, is this a video or a picture?
There's a picture.
Okay. At one point, she's kind of laughing because she's just like so... Like, she's like, what? He's like, I really don't.
Very swollen lip and jaw.
Yeah, I don't even know what had to have happened to him
for
that to happen.
Well, I don't know. Where was Will Smith?
That's the question.
Was he in Vegas?
That's the question.
Wow.
I would assume that Andy was somewhere with some people that may not have been great people.
Oh, there you go, assuming again.
I don't think he was just walking down the strip and jumped.
He said
jumped
he was
by somebody.
He said he was on the street and a gangster mugged him.
Gangster mugged him. You think sure he wasn't playing a slot machine like those celebrity slot machines? He probably had the Will Smith one. Jackpot. There you go.
Maybe. Yeah, look, I like Andy, but it seems like he was going to get something from the gangster, perhaps. It's,
anything's possible.
It could happen.
Here's an Altoid.
Yeah, well, we wish him well.
She was really kind of riding him about it and like, what the hell happened? He was like, you know what, I really don't need this right now. Like, I'm in a lot of pain. And so, yeah, that's going to be me in about 2 weeks, by the way, saying that.
I know, I'm getting that job ready.
So we'll see what happens from there. Have a little bit of a Grammy recap. Not a super, controversial show, that's for sure. Pretty safe. But host Trevor Noah's opening monologue full of niceties. Like one of the big jokes was, the big question I have for Billie Eilish and Phineas is, what's Phineas's last name? because they're related.
Right.
And, everyone's doing shots. And last year they were doing shots, but it was Pfizer and Moderna. There's just a lot of, kind of nice stuff. He even said at the end, like, we're going to dance, we're going to party, we're going to keep people's names out of our mouths. So that was kind of the joke. The big winners were Late Show bandleader John Batiste, Olivia Rodrigo. Silk Sonic, did not know who they were. Do you know who Silk Sonic is?
No.
It's a super duo.
Those two black Republican chicks that show up on Hannity every 7 years.
Yes, and Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars. They won. That was kind of fun. Big homage to Taylor Hawkins. They had this minute-long tribute. Remember when Amy Schumer wanted Zelensky on the Oscars?
Yeah.
He skipped the Oscars, went to the Grammys, but he had a maybe 3-minute speech. Here's a very quick clip of that.
Even to those who can't hear them, but the music will break through anyway. We defend our freedom to live, to love, to sound. On our land, we are fighting Russia, which brings horrible silence with its bombs, the death silence. Feel the silence with your music. Feel it today to tell our story. Tell the truth about the war on your social networks, on TV. Support us in any way you can, but not silence. And then peace will come.
Sometimes less is more.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
God, the war.
Went into John Lennon's song. The only remotely controversial thing that happened is comedian Louis CK won a Grammy. And Twitter had thoughts about it. He did.
Really?
He took home a Grammy almost 5 years after admitting to a cycle of sexual misconduct. He won Best Comedy Album for Sincerely, which is his first stand-up special release since the allegation. I looked for audio. I looked for video. I think it was given out in the pre-show. And I still can't even confirm if he was there. If anyone else can, I couldn't find it.
What is the outrage? Is he not allowed? Is he allowed to produce albums and not win awards?
Well, but that's like Wilson. He's no longer allowed to work for the rest of his life.
But he released the album, and I didn't even know it was out.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I didn't know there was controversy.
But this is interesting. The CEO of the Academy, Harvey Mason Jr., I think said something that you will find refreshing because also Marilyn Manson collaborated with a Kanye song that was also getting a lot of attention and a lot of applause, and people don't like that either. So he said,
"What did Louis C.K.?
Yeah,
he beat off in front of people.
Yes,
is that his thing?
I think so. Yeah."
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because I was at when I was at the casino at Harrah's, they had all these celebrity slot machines, and you pull his, and it just jackpots all over you. So let's go to the clip.
He would ask, right?
I mean, I'd ask you.
I guess you have to ask.
You can touch my.
You can't just start beating off in front of somebody. You have to ask.
I think so.
Yeah. All right.
But it's like if you're in his hotel room and you're an opener and you're a big fan, and he's like, "You mind?" You're like, I don't know.
I think didn't Sarah Silverman say he tried it on her too?
I think she said he used to do it, and sometimes she'd laugh, and sometimes she'd be like, "No, go fuck yourself." So like it just wide net. But this is what the CEO of the Academy said. He said, "We don't look back at people's history. We don't look at their criminal record. We won't look at anything other than the legality within our rules of." Is this recording for this work eligible based on the date and other criteria? If it is, they can submit for consideration.
Yeah,
They're not going to back off on that. Yeah.
Well, because the problem is here's our problem. You got Harvey Weinstein over here, then you got Al Franken over there, and then you got Louis C.K. over here, and then there's whatever Marilyn Manson is, whatever, and then whatever Matt Damon says about it, and we just kind of put it all in one big
corral,
like one big plastic pumpkin for Halloween and go, so it's all in there. And it's like, yeah, let's not get Al Franken caught up with what
Manson.
Al Franken didn't do what Louis C.K. did, and Louis C.K. didn't do what Weinstein did. Like, this is why we have manslaughter, first-degree murder, aggravated assault. You understand? Yeah. We have to, and then we apply it that way. You don't get the same time for murders you get for vehicular manslaughter. Like, we can't just go, this guy, I don't know what he slapped that guy, so he's out. Yeah, he's out, and Weinstein's out, and Al Franken's out. Like, everyone's just out. We got to figure out, we need some shades of gray. Is what
Some Bill Cosby in there too. He's out.
don't
Cosby, yeah.
If we get drunk, I just get Bill Cosby drunk. I like Bill Cosby, but just the stand-up, I can't. It's hard to listen to that now. But now he's out already, so I'm out, and so there you go. Goes on tour.
He's out. Yeah.
Well, speaking of Kanye, he might be getting some help now, going away after some of his online tirades. Sources told Page Six that Kanye has agreed to stop harassing Kim Kardashian, stop cyberbullying Pete Davidson. And this comes after a couple weeks after he was suspended from Instagram for 24 hours and his Grammy performance was canceled. Someone who knows the Kardashians said, for the sake of the kids, Kanye has told Kim he's not making any more public appearances or inflammatory social media statements, and he will go away somewhere to get help. And then a rep for him says, at this point, Ye is committed to a healthy co-parenting relationship with Kim, and he's focused on raising their beautiful children.
I think we need.
When you hear the tone, turn the page.
That's right, yeah.
Remember the Fisher-Price stories?
No.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean, I knew people that had stuff that took batteries.
We had those.
It strikes me that we have a Betty Ford Center, like
Right.
the celebrities that go to Betty Ford. We need some sort of, maybe Epstein's Island for sanity. Now, like this. We're not. There's no substance abuse. We're just going nuts.
Right.
People are high-priced celebrities are just going whack-a-doodle. They just go here and. Do a little sound bath and do a little
Zen garden.
jet skiing,
Yeah.
and just fucking go a little networking, probably.
Yeah.
Center.
Just go find it over here.
Yeah.
Because I think this is because it doesn't seem, Will Smith or Kanye, it doesn't feel substance driven. It just feels like everyone is going insane, and so
Yeah.
Betty Ford's not going to help with them.
Stress. That's crazy.
Stress.
So stress and anxiety. That's all. It's like they take those pharmaceutical pills, Plavix. It really helps you out, and you need Busta Rhymes to tell you how bad it is. Everything not to kill yourself. You urinate, everything. You're going to go get people suicidal. What? So
That's Busta Rhymes.
yeah, it's Busta Rhymes. You're going to kill yourself. Urination. Suicidal thought. Okay. Plavix.
This is a slippery slope because people will be dying to get in there. But,
Yes.
I'm bipolar.
Yeah, well, it's gonna have to be like Raya, is it? You'd have to that celebrity dating.
yeah, that's right.
You'd have to be working in the
Yeah,
you'd be
vetted.
vetted,
Yeah.
vetted. Yeah.
Vetted crazy.
Yeah, we can't have you just up there handing out cassettes
No.
and wanting to know if you think it's funny.
Yeah, that would ruin everybody. It's a good time. So some actual, Brian, this is for you because we have some legit unearthed footage that I think qualifies as unearthed.
Let's see it.
And it's been found randomly of Prince as a little kid.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this. This lost to history.
There is no reason for this to ever be discovered, but I'll take you through the beats here. WCCO in Minnesota reports that while looking through old footage of an April 1970 school strike for a story about a similar school strike last month, production manager Matt Liddy spotted this kid who looked a lot like Prince, in the crowd. The child appeared on camera just long enough to provide some clues. He doesn't say his name, though. But after checking with historians and some of Prince's childhood friends, they were able to confirm it's him. It's a big surprise for fans because apparently there are, no preteen videos of Prince. But this is little baby Prince Nelson in 1970.
Are most of the kids in favor of the picketing?
Yep.
How come?
I think they should get a better education too, and I think they should get some more money, cause they be working extra hours for us and all that stuff.
Wow.
Now,
There you go.
There you go.
you think he was super cool? I wasn't getting that vibe.
No.
Shy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he molded himself into Prince. Or he was Prince. I mean, his name was.
Prince we all
but
know.
yeah,
Formerly known as.
I never really got that his cymbal guitar. I always felt like that would be dangerous. I feel like I'd need a tetanus shot if I try to put it back in the case. Or I would definitely, if that was my guitar, my tech would definitely break it. I mean, some point when shit was coming from the airport for the next gig, and you just pulled out a case, and the one long swoopy part of the bottom had just snapped off.
Well,
They'd have duct tape on it.
Well, did he do a lot of tossing it and getting it tossed him on stage?
No,
I don't know.
He has a hook on it, so he just picks up the ladies and pulls them out of there and jams out.
Like the Sandman.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Maui.
It just seemed like whoever did it, whoever made the guitar, that is world-class scroll saw work. Anyone who's ever worked a scroll saw knows that is world-class. But I just feel like it'd be tough to play. You know, he could play it.
Is that the whammy bar? Okay, no.
That's in the way.
Is that his symbol?
Yep.
I think it's molded after a symbol, yeah.
It looks like a pipe you'd see drawn on a bathroom door. Hey, smoke pot or something.
You just wouldn't want to run with it.
No.
If you fell down, you'd be impaled.
Part banjo.
Is this whole symbol the neck and the arrow at the end too? I don't know.
No, not
frets.
Yeah.
Oh, it is actually. Yeah, that is shaped after the symbol, just sideways. Yeah, we'll put up his symbol.
His symbol, and that's because Prince was the record company.
Yeah.
Kept his name or had his name.
It's upside down.
There it is. It's his. He's going by symbol. That's God bless him. I couldn't get that to catch on. You know what I mean? Like I can barely get people to call me Ace. That I got to work on.
Yeah.
You know, if I went, no longer will I answer to my name, only the symbol. My friends would go, get the fuck out. Okay, well I guess we'll never speak again.
Yeah,
that'll be the end of that.
Or you can choose like you can only be called Asterix or something like that. DJ Asterix, and just have Asterix and DJ. Maybe,
where did he come? I wonder
Ampersand.
where he came up with that symbol. But like I said, for those woodworkers who are listening, it's world-class scroll saw work. There's the.
Looks like
there's
a well
symbol.
spear. You can spear a well with that thing. You know.
So that was what, Prince at 9?
10.
11.
Oh, 10?
Or 11.
Whatever.
I think it was 11 actually. But yeah, little baby Prince Nelson.
And he has a personal touch.
Oh, it's his symbol's a mashup for men and women, the woman and man sign.
I see that. Well, wait,
also known as the Volvo sign. Volvo has the dude sign, right?
Hold on.
I can kind of picture it. It feels similar.
The Peugeot kind of. No, can't be that. No.
The Volvo has the dude, the Austin Powers dude sign.
Right.
I mean, think about that. So when I was growing up, a dude would get a medallion with the dude just so you knew he was a dude.
Right.
And he'd swing
man.
that medallion, and now everyone's transitioning. Now everyone's a Prince sign.
Yeah, now we all need Prince signs.
We're all turning into a Prince sign.
But the Prince symbol, that swoop that can impale you, that has nothing to do with the gender symbols.
I don't know.
Yeah, the Volvo symbol is very dude symbol similar. It's just got the shorter pecker.
That's right. Stubby.
Yeah.
Looks like that odd kind of knife you see in a small, like a Swiss Army knife. To pull out open up a can of beans.
What did Volvo?
That's
it's the
it.
same sign. Why did Volvo take the swinging dude sign, or did they?
I'll say what predated what? How old Volvo?
Oh, they've probably been around since the 40s, 50s. I mean, they could have made tractors in the 30s or something, but the Volvo Automobile Company probably just goes back to the early 50s, or who knows? Maybe they didn't import cars here for the first 20 years or some shit like that.
This could be, for all we know, this could be some European parking symbol.
It's actually the ancient chemical symbol for iron.
Borzon, whatever. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, the Hyundai is two guys shaking hands, right? That's what they say.
Is?
Yeah, that's what they say. It's two hands shaking.
I don't know.
It's like
I never
not
know.
erected,
I didn't know Goodyear was the sandal with the wings on it. I couldn't make anything out when I was a kid.
Oh, but that's pretty obvious.
It is. It looked like it always played in my mind as like an F or something. Like I didn't know what it was. Well,
yeah, dude, there's no mistaking that.
Wait, what did you think it was?
I didn't think it was anything. I never even distilled it. I never broke it down to a sandal with a wing on it.
The guy delivers the flowers.
Is that Hermes, like the messenger god or something?
Maybe, but it's certainly a foot and a feather.
The FTD man.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. It's, oh, God. whatever the fast guy
Got hit by
name is.
a car
Anyway.
with good years.
I don't know. I got holes in my game. What can I tell you?
Well, let's continue to talk about penises because this is important. The city of Kawasaki, Japan, kicked off its annual phallic festival over the weekend.
Kawasaki's got a nice logo. Sorry, go ahead.
And the spring event, which has been going on since 1969, is called Kanamara Matsuri. It translates to Festival of the Steel Phallus. And this is kind of the thing that they will show you the picture of what they're all about. There it is. You can see it in there.
Giant
Really
dick.
veiny, yeah. And I think it has wings. The event centers around the Shinto god Kanayama Hiko and the goddess Kanayama Hime, and features a bunch of phallic imagery, including
Giant black dick.
big.
Only.
Put it in your mouth.
By the way, I wish one of the Kardashians was at the festival. It's about average, right? It's a regular sized cock going down the street.
It's Asian. You got the broccoli, here come beef.
Well, the highlight of the festival is a parade and an event called Mochi Nage, where Shinto priests toss out rice cakes that revelers try to catch because they're believed to be a fertility blessing. About 30,000 people show up for this.
Rice.
I say this in a world where we're tearing down every statue and everything is problematic. Can we port a little of that to some of these other places? Like, hey, giant cock festival. I know your grandpa joined that, but it's 2022. We don't need to march a giant cock down the street, do we? I mean, what's going on with Ukraine? You know what I mean?
You can march it down. Just don't celebrate it.
It's kind of a bad look that people are putting in mass graves in Ukraine, and we got a giant cock that we're throwing rice at.
Can we celebrate quietly this year?
You know how we missed last year because of COVID?
Wow, look at that one.
It's a giant.
That's what?
Bolo. No.
20 feet high.
Cock. This is in Japan?
Yeah, Kawasaki. I mean, you said Kawasaki. You messed me up.
Yeah, that's
Godzilla.
Kawasaki.
Yeah, Kawasaki.
That's Godzilla's.
By the way, Kawasaki super plain logo, just like
What is that?
uppercase letters.
Boo.
Just Kawasaki.
Boring.
Let me ask this to our panel here. If you've ever seen any Japanese porn movies, they tile out the cock.
Yes,
Because that's not suitable.
and the vagina.
They tell out like pubic hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yet you can make a giant shiny cock and put it on the back of a donkey and carry it right down the middle of fucking Times Square. What is your relationship with cocks,
That's a
Japan?
great
You know what I
question.
mean? Are we tiling out the miniature size ones and then we're all bowing and pledging our allegiance to the 9-foot cock that's going down at noon by the school bus?
It is a contradictory message.
What is your relationship with cocks?
Cock ring. Cock ring. Yeah.
Mixed message.
Yeah, you're right.
Very mixed.
Very.
You would not think that the same culture that decided we need to blur out the cock in a porn movie celebrated giant cocks going down the street.
That's right.
While the sun is shining.
That's right. Even in anime, that shit's tiled. I mean, I don't know.
They are?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
You think there'd be a war?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Japanese animation. Yeah. Crazy.
Is the weirdest porn category the one that's kind of anime Marge Simpson?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm not interested.
Upsetting.
It really
I'm
is.
not into Big Brother, but I do believe in a certain amount of surveillance.
Yeah, you gotta leave the cartoons.
Can't we find those people and just take them out of society?
Yeah, they have them. Yeah.
Who's getting off on you, Mr. Magoo? Oh, man, take that, you road dog. Take it to the base. You know where go. I'm caramba. I mean, get the cartoons out.
They have Lois Griffin. They have all of them.
Oh,
Peanut.
They have it. Jessica Simpson's pretty. Or Jessica Rabbit's pretty big.
Well, that's healthy. I'm talking more Marge Simpson. It's just,
Goop.
It's just weird. But again, Japan. Look, I'm not saying. I'm saying pick a lane.
Right.
Pick a cock lane. One or the other. Either let's stop with the tiling or let's stop with the cock parade. But we can't. I don't want to.
They can't exist.
You can't
at the same
exist
time.
at the same time.
Yeah, I agree. I pose this to you. How do you feel about sexy Shrek?
Ew.
Well,
Layers.
you're going to be subjected to it in a hot second. You can have it all now because it's called Shrek-lesque, like burlesque. And it's a new Shrek-themed burlesque show that's made waves in Australia and New Zealand. And it started as part of the Fringe World Festival. People liked it so much that it's going on tour. And just looking at a clip on mute right now, there's a Pinocchio and the Gingerbread Man and everybody else. And So Shrek's
like
doing
a
the
body.
splits. Yeah, very body. Donkey, Lord Farquaad, all performing sexy dances for your pleasure.
I'd rather, if someone said, let's go in and watch the Shrek,
Shrek-lesque,
she,
yeah.
whatever, I'd be like, I'll be at the cock festival.
Catching rice cakes.
I'm going to go, I'll be by the churro cart at the cock parade. Just come get me when you're done with your Shrek Burlesque. First off, don't you have to clear that shit?
No.
Well, I would imagine you. Well, this is especially upsetting because Tess is in Shrek now.
No, you'll never be the
My
same.
5-year-old
Jeez,
daughter.
you're not too
Yeah.
attractive either, man. It must smell like a Waffle House backstage.
I
Jeez.
was.
Well, at the very least, they have to call it like SHRECK, I would imagine, but maybe not.
I have no idea how Shrek is spelled, but I get where you're going with that.
Thank you.
I watched about
Wreck.
10 or 15 minutes of the Divine bio, whatever, on like Netflix the other day.
How was it? Wait, you only watched 10 minutes?
Oh, it was like,
Let me guess,
Saving
did she
the
have
rest.
hard scrabbled growing up?
I got back to Drive to Survive the F1 series. I'm the only guy who's watching Drive to Survive the F1 and then going to Divine for a while
Yeah.
and then back to
Your
F1.
Netflix starts to smoke.
Yes, yes.
Shuts down. So wait, do you recommend it for me?
Yeah, I mean, all stories are interesting, and I think Drew watched it, and I think he said, "Oh, you got to check that out. It's an interesting story." So, but generally, there's here's my pecking order: is I would like to go to a strip club and see the most beautiful women who will take their clothes off on
Sure.
stage, and then just below that, or considerably below that, I would go and watch a beautiful woman who was formerly a man who became a woman. And then below that, it's the dude who's fat and dressing like Cher, showing me his gunt. That's way down. I do not get the attraction of that. I get the one... there's...
If only there was someone in the studio who could explain it.
It's because
there's
it's the
a
thing
show
that you hate. It's camp.
There's a show on Netflix called Is It Cake?
Yes.
That's a new thing. And then they'll
Tessa
show
likes that too?
That's fun.
a globe, I watch it, or bowling ball.
Yeah, Converse shoe.
It's cake.
Yeah.
And sometimes the chicks are so hot in the drag show, the
Is it
show is,
cake?
does she have, is there a
Is it
pussy?
cake?
But at a certain
Is it
point,
pie?
right, when we get down to Divine,
Yeah.
now it's just,
Pretty sure it's not cake.
right, now there's just the spectacle of
Yeah.
it.
But
Right?
yeah, I mean, because you have no love in your heart for John Waters.
Ugh.
They all obviously they all come from the same
Yes.
place. So it's like the heightened reality, the camp, the grotesque. That's
Divine
all.
grew up the street from John Waters.
I love that.
They're
all
just
from
literally
Baltimore.
like a neighbor from Baltimore.
That's great.
All right, let's bring it home.
You got it. I'm Gina Grad, and that's the news.
You can't just start beating off in front of somebody. You have to ask.
That was the news with Gina Grad.
Yeah, we're looking at the Kawasaki emblem.
No.
It's it's some uppercase, a little lowercase or something. It's
Not the right home boat.
Not much to it. All right, let me tell you about LifeLock. Tax season is always crazy, but it's going to feel even more stressful if you fall victim to scammers pretending to be the IRS, asking for personal info, bank accounts, or for you to wire them money. It's important to understand how cybercrime and identity theft are affecting our lives. Every day we put our info at risk on the internet. In an instant, cybercriminals could harm your finances and credit. Good thing there's a LifeLock. LifeLock helps detect a wide range of identity threats like your social security number for sale on the dark web. You'll have access to a dedicated restoration specialist if you become a victim. It's LifeLock. Right, Dawson?
No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but you can keep what's yours with LifeLock Identity. But you can keep what's yours with LifeLock by Norton. Join now and save up to 25% off your first year with promo code ADAM. Call 1-800-LifeLock or head to lifelock.com. Use promo code ADAM for 25% off.
All right, I'm doing some shows in Indianapolis at Helium. We'll do some live pods there, and we'll do some stand-up shows there, and then we're all going down to Huntington Beach at Sea Legs, which is awesome. That'll be May 20th. You just go down Carolla.com. Shows coming up in Denver and Springfield, Missouri, all over the place. And speaking of that, Pablo Francisco.
Come on down.
Got shows at Louisville Comedy Club. That's this Thursday through Saturday. Then Niagara Falls. That'll be May 6th or 7th. And you can go to his website, pablofrancisco.com, and find out all his dates. And then Jared Sessler, you can check out his campaign. Do it at jaredforcongress.com. Until next time, Sam Crawford, Jared Sessler, and Pablo Francisco, and Gina Grad, and Bald Brian say it. Mahalo. It's kind of like
people ideas. Like, oh, look at that guy.
Yeah, I don't just take it off their porch.
Yeah, it's like watching animals fuck, and they just don't care.
Go on.
Well, you can get your fucking camera out and film it all you want. They're balls deep in
another penguin.
Another penguin.
I don't know.
Penguin.
I don't know.
I don't know how penguins fuck.
I don't know.